Hello everyone and welcome to Authentic Now Yoga, the online yoga studio for anybody and everybody. My name is Jody Pinale and today we're going to do a full class focusing on our foundation because like any great structure, we're only as strong as our foundation, and having a strong foundation allows us to extend more, to grow more, to be more. So, and I'm speaking about the physical, but it's also mental, emotional, spiritual. We're going to focus on the physical today, but that will impact all those other levels as well. So I want to start with awareness of our easy seated pose and that foundation. So if you need to pause, look at the video that has modifications. If you know what you need for your specific body to help you feel really grounded, solid, stable in this bottom part of your being, this is a good time to do that. I like to think about if somebody came to tip you over, you wouldn't fall because you just are so solid and grounded here. That's what that could feel like. Bringing your awareness to the physical sensations of the contact with the mat or the blanket, or if you're sitting on anything else, also grounds your awareness. Yeah. And then we'll just reach up with our spine from there, finding that nice vertical center line. Yeah. And then we'll just spend some time here connecting with our beings, really feeling that we're connected all the way down to our toes, that we're really embodied in this body. Yeah. Seeing if you can release tension. Seeing if you can just let the thoughts drift by. Yeah, and I'll be quiet for a little while we practice this mindfulness, this connection. And just before you open your eyes and we come back out of this mindfulness piece, just bring your awareness again to the foundation. What does that feel like? What's your connection to the mat, the blanket, the towel, whatever it is, the earth? Let's not forget the earth. Good. And then just take a few full breaths into your whole being. Allow that breath to travel all the way down to the tips of your toes, to the bottoms of your sit bones. All right, and whenever you feel ready, you can open your eyes. I feel better and different already. Happy to report. Okay, let's do a little bit of warming up for the spine. Just let's reach the arms up nice and tall, up over the head. Really lengthen the side bodies. Yes, try and get the arms over the shoulders as best you can. We're going to grab opposite elbows, which makes mine a little more contracted, and then just come into a side bend. So pick a side, it doesn't matter. Trying to keep in that same plane as the vertical alignment as your spine has been. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, let's go over to the other side. Keeping the hip down. Nice. Inhale it, come on up. Let's just do a little twist from here. Seeing if you can really initiate that twist, that spiral from the bottom, moving it up the top. Back to center and initiate it over to the other side. Good, bring it all back. Reach those arms up again overhead. Release. Nice. All right, let's come into a child's pose where we give ourselves some time to regroup with our body, reconnect, ground into the surface, set an intention if that's part of your practice. Things are happening here though. The spine is lengthening, the hips are softening. The vital organs are getting a massage. All right, let's bring ourselves up onto all fours. So again, tuning into the foundation, the base, the knees are underneath the hips, the hands and the wrists are underneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide, palms lifted. Yes. Just connect with that for a breath cycle or two so you can really feel your connection to the mat, to these anchoring pieces of your body. Yeah, it's so easy to just focus on certain aspects and forget others, and especially the ones that we're depending on for stability. All right, let's curl the toes under, keeping that nice connection to the base, to the hands, to the arms, now to the feet, the legs. Working your way into your down dog. Yeah. Bring your awareness all the way to the balls of the feet, to the palms of the hands. And then see if you can just extend and grow a little bit from there. Lift the hips a little higher. Lengthen the side body, the shoulders. Yeah. All right, let's walk our feet to our hands. We'll find a forward fold. Same thing. We're just going to ground and connect with the base, which is now our feet and our legs. And maybe your hands yeah, a few more breath cycles, just being with whatever your forward fold is right now. Whatever's possible. Nice. And just walk your hands up your legs, bring yourself to a nice standing position. So let's find our feet underneath our hips. So as you probably already noticed and probably already know, that the feet for so much of our yoga practice is the base, is the foundation, is the thing that opens us to the earth. So finding your feet parallel from the middle of the ankle to the second toe, and then plant the ball of that big toe. Reach out with the other toes. Now you've got a really nice wide base, and your awareness is really anchored in your feet right now. Yeah. And then just feel into your legs. Get those engaged and long. Feel how your pelvis is connected to the legs in that base. And then feel how from there, from this really solid, stable place, we can just grow our spine up towards the ceiling. Yeah. And then let's clasp the hands. Bring the arms up overhead. Stay here with your feet on the mat or lift up onto the balls of your feet. Your base got smaller, but if you're really rooted and grounded, it's not as big of a deal. And then you can reach up even higher. Nice. Lower the heels gently, lower the arms. Let's take the feet together. Squeeze the legs towards the midline. Find your alignment again. Reach and grow up with the crown. Arms come up overhead. Cross thumbs, and we'll side bend to the left. Inhale, come on back up. Side bend to the right. Inhale, come on back up. Let's widen the feet about shoulder width. No, wider than shoulder, mat width. Yes, arms come back up again. Let's cross thumbs, side bend. Inhale up, side bend to the other side. Really root, ground. Reach a little bit higher as you come back up towards the center. Feel how those legs are just anchoring you down. Yes. And release. Good. All right, let's come to the front of our mats. Again, find that nice standing pose. Get yourself all into alignment, really root into the feet. Reach your arms up overhead. Let's take all of that into a forward fold. We're going to come up halfway and then forward fold again. And just sway front, back, side to side, seeing if you can find that center of gravity. We feel the ease of staying in alignment because you have such a nice base. Yeah. Nice. All right, let's step back to a down dog. Feeling very aware of the texture of my mat right now, which is cool. And then let's come forward, shoulders over wrists into a plank pose. Check in. Are you feeling supported? Can you replicate that alignment that you had when you were standing as best as you can in this position? Yeah. So solid. So either drop your knees and come forward or shift your weight forward and come down onto your belly and up into a cobra. So here the base is the pelvis, the hands, tops of the feet, lower back down. Let's take the elbows underneath the shoulders. Got to find a low plank here. Tune into the foundation, the hands spread wide, the elbows, forearms, underneath the shoulders, balls of the feet, the legs now extending, finding that alignment again. See if you can shift your balance a little over onto one and lift one leg. Seeing if you can keep all of that in place, in engagement as you lift the other. Let's do back and forth one more time. Nice. All right, drop the knees. Just shift the hips back. Just one breath or two here. Back to all fours, back to a down dog. You can walk or hop your feet to your hands. If you're going to hop, really pay attention to the shift in the weight that your base then turns into two hands. come up halfway in a forward fold, lengthen the spine, bring it all the way back down. Let's take the hands to the hips, really grow those legs. That's your base. Inhale your spine all the way up and release. So let's do a couple of standing poses where we really notice our foundation. So I like to just start with feet about a leg length apart, parallel, feeling that weight distributed into the feet, feeling the connection with the mat, finding your vertical alignment once again. Tall spine, arms reaching out in opposite directions. Check in what's happening with your base, your foundation. Nice. All right, let's turn the left toes towards that wall. The right toes come forward a little bit. Right hand to hip as we reach the left side long. Yes. Take your hand to a block, to the mat, to your leg. Check in, feet anchored. Weight is evenly distributed front to back. Yeah. We're just going to find this triangle pose. And if you're feeling good and solid in your foundation, you might be able to take a variation here. Reach that right arm over. Reach the left arm out. Yes. If my foundation were not nice and stable, I wouldn't be able to do this. Nice. All right, let's come on out. Lift that arm up. Bring your upper body up. Take your feet parallel again. We'll just shift sides so the toes are going, right toes are going forward, left toes coming forward a little bit. Oops, I forgot. Let's bring the toes back. Get yourself aligned. Get the arms reaching out. Then we'll shift the feet. Then we'll reach, lengthen the right side body this time. Reach up with the left arm. Find the pose, find the base, ground into those feet. Really feel all of your attention, the bottoms of your feet. Yes. Nice. If you want to and you're feeling stable, you can reach that left arm over, you can reach that right arm out. It's good to do these things that make us aware of, do we have a solid foundation? Are we anchored? Are we grounded? Are we stable? All right, come on out, bring the legs forward, walk the feet back in. We're gonna find some standing balancing poses. So let's just find our feet underneath our hips again. They're parallel. We're remembering what it feels like to have that strong, solid standing position. And then let's just shift our weight over to the right leg. If you can, lift that left knee up towards your chest. Go ahead and do that. If just lifting and hovering or keeping the toe on the mat, that works as well. The main thing is the standing leg is our foundation now. What else do we need to call on? A nice, tall, aligned spine. Yeah. Good. Good. And if you're feeling good here, you can take your knee out to the side. You can always use a wall if you need it. I really got to move myself further that way on these standing poses. Bring that knee back if it was out, and then we'll just lower it gently. Shifting our weight over to the left leg, finding that engagement, alignment, and then that knee position with the right knee. So is it hovering? Is it coming all the way up towards the chest? Is it ultimately coming out to the side? Nice. Yeah, lengthen. Be encouraging with yourself. Really root into that foot, that leg, the earth. Come on out. I've heard this idea of imagining a pole coming out through your foot 9 feet into the ground. Give it a whirl. We're gonna come back to the first side. So if you need to remind yourself, I like to do that. Shift over onto the right leg. Bring that left knee up again. This time we can take a little twist from here. Take our hand to the hip, spiral over to the left. You can reach that left arm back or keep it on the hip. Growing, grounding into that standing leg. Yeah. I might have gone too soon before I was really ready. Feel a little wobbly. Grow, yes. Good. All right, gently, if you can, bring yourself back out. It's not always an option. Okay. Second side, grounding, shifting over to that standing leg. Yes, now we'll get a little more grounded. There we go. Take that knee up. Stay here if you like, or hand to the hip, spiral to the right. Reach back with the right arm. Yeah, tune into that leg. Feel the bottom of the foot. Feel the pole 9 feet into the earth. Yeah. Nice. All right, gently bring yourself back out. If you need to wiggle, do any shapes, movements to help you reset. All right, let's come back onto the mat. Let's come into all fours. So knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. And let's cat and cow the spine just a few times to loosen up the pelvis, loosen up the spine. Nice. All right, so we are going to take let's do the right leg, and I'm gonna mirror you. So if you're facing the same direction, it's your leg facing me is gonna be the one that's gonna lift. So you can keep seeing me and what I'm doing. So we're gonna lift that leg so it's parallel with the mat. You can stay here. This is a fantastic place to be. If you want, you can reach out that opposite arm. What's your foundation now? How are you feeling with your connection with that? Good. All right, bring that back in. Let's shift and bring that opposite leg. So the left leg is going to lift. Lengthen. Reach out with the opposite arm. Are you grounded? Good. All right, bring it back in. All right, this time we're going to take that first leg back. Feel that foundation that you have with everything that is going into it. The spinal alignment and engagement, the knee and leg on the mat, the two arms and hands. Good. All right, now we're going to shift our weight over to the left and reach out with the right arm. So the right arm and the right leg are both extended. And now we can shift that left shin back a little and open up, lifting the right arm towards the ceiling, keeping the left leg reaching long. You can take that leg to the mat if you want, or that foot to the mat, or you can keep it up. Yeah. Good for you. If my standing arm is really solid and engaged, I can reach up higher with that right arm. Good. All right, bring it all back in. Reset your foundation. Reach back with the left leg. Lift it up high. Grow the spine. Shift into the right hand and arm, the right knee. Reach the left long, and then shift. And lift. Yeah, feel how you can grow the left arm right out of the right arm, right out of the mat. Good. All right, let's come on back. Bring it back in. Let's shift the hips back again. All right, let's come over to seated on our bottom. We're going to work on our boat pose for a little bit so we can feel that tiny little foundation, which is the sit bones and the sacrum, the coccyx, really, the tailbone. Yeah, just ground into that first. Extend the spine, engage the core. And let's just hover the feet. How's that feeling? Nice. And lift those legs a little higher. I'm very aware of my foundation right now. The contact with my sit bones and my tailbone with the mat. Growing my engaged core out of my pelvis there. Nice. Yeah, and then just take it wherever you want to take it, as long as you're feeling solid and stable. Good. All right, bring it back in. Just cross the legs, open the belly. All right, let's visit that once more. Feel the foundation. Got it. Feel the engagement. Hover. Now just take a different variation. Maybe your legs are extended. Maybe you have one leg extended. Maybe you're going to take this into a little twist. Just be with yourself with your posture. What does it look like for you to be very solidly anchored into your foundation? What is possible? Good. All right, come on out. Cross your legs, lift the belly. All right, let's come over all the way onto our bellies. And just reach yourself long. Just really feel the whole front body in contact with the floor, the mat. And let's take one hand on top of the other. Rest the forehead on the hands. Just wiggle out your hips. Bend your knees so they're 90 degrees. Toes pointed up towards the ceiling. Just really root the pelvis into the mat. As you lift one leg towards the ceiling. And lower. Lift the opposite leg. And lower. Release the feet to the mat. Let's take the elbows under the shoulders. Engage that pelvis, really bringing it, grounding it into the mat as the elbows are, as that lifts your spine. Nice. All right, bend the knees, toes pointing towards the ceiling. Lift just whatever amount you can lift. Lower the feet. All right, let's take the right forearm parallel with the front of the mat, elbow underneath the shoulder. Plant the pelvis, bend the left knee, and reach around. Make a clasp if you can, otherwise just move them in the direction of each other. Nice. Just allow what can open to open as you feel your contact with the mat. What parts are grounding? What parts are expanding? Nice. All right, release that foot gently. We'll switch arms. Bend the right knee, reach around, clasp if you can, otherwise just head them in their direction towards each other. Feel that forearm, that elbow moving into the mat, lengthening your spine. The pelvis is anchored, opening up the front. Good. Nice. All right, gently release. All right, let's come all the way down. If you'd like, you can reach both hands back and make a clasp or head in the direction of the feet. Lift any parts that will lift. Open any parts that'll open. Ground any part that needs grounding. Yes. Good. Gently lower. Just rest on one cheek. A few breaths here. All right, let's take that one more time. Bend the knees, bring the feet towards the bottom. Reach the hands, open the chest, open the shoulders. Make a clasp if you've got that available. Lift if you've got that available. Ground, grow. Nice. Gently release. Rest on the other shoulder, the other cheek. All right, let's take the hands under the shoulders. Push the hips back. Round that back. Lengthen, lengthen. And let's come up over all the way onto our backs. Just like we did on our bellies, feel the whole back body, whatever's available, in contact with the floor and the mat. Yeah, just really ground in there. Nice. Release the arms. Let's hug the knees in. Yeah, give that a little wiggle. Let's take our hands over the tops of the feet. Bring them over the chest. If it doesn't work to grab your feet, just grab behind the knees. Just ground into the back body. Let that all settle. Yeah. Let's extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Nice. All right, let's lift the hips a little. Take the hands underneath. Tilt the pelvis. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Feel that foundation. We're going to lower the legs. And when you don't feel stable and solid here on the back and the hips, then just bring your legs back up. Contract the lower belly. Squeeze the legs together. Anchor the shoulders, the arms. Good. Just take two in your own, or 3 rounds, two more, meaning in your own timing. Be sure to re-anchor, re-establish that base before you move on. All right, whenever you're ready, reach with your legs up. We'll squeeze the knees in again. Let's lower the feet to the mat, knees are bent. We'll work with our bridge pose. Just feel that back in contact with the mat. Feel the feet, the palms down, the arms. You can tuck the shoulders under, so feel those shoulder blades in contact with the mat. Nice, and then just lifting up, rooting into the solidity of your shoulders, your hands, your feet. Lower back down. Let's take the left ankle over the right knee. So if you need to just remind yourself, what was my anchor here? You're going to need more of that as you lift with just one leg. Go slow, keep it stable. Yes, nice. Shoulder blades, arms, hands, foot. Lengthen. Good. And let's lower that back down. Take the left foot to the mat. We'll take the right foot over the left knee. Now gotta ground into this side. Nice. Go slow. Feel feel that anchor, that foundation. Might feel different. Good. Just really enjoying that stability. Lower it back down, both feet to the mat again. And let's take that left ankle over the right knee and reach through, make a clasp behind the thigh or in front of the shin, depending on what your body's going to allow. We'll just get a little stretch here, little softening, opening. And release. Left foot comes to the mat, right foot comes to the top of the left knee. Reach through, make a clasp behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Moving that towards your chest. Nice. And release. Let's take the first side one more round with a little bit of add-on. So we'll give that all a squeeze up to the chest again. So the left ankle is over the right knee and we're hugging that in. Then we're going to take the right foot to the mat, slide the left foot down into that hip crease, extend the right leg on the mat, lower the left knee. Yes. And you can stay here holding on to the foot. You can reach that left arm overhead. If letting go, you can keep that foot there, reach the opposite arm overhead. Nice. Got the whole back body. The floor is your foundation. You can extend. Nice. All right, bring the arms back in. Slide that foot back in. Left foot comes to the mat. Right ankle over left knee. Let's give that a squeeze towards the chest. And then we'll take the left foot back to the mat. We'll slide the right foot down into the hip crease. Extend the left leg on the mat. Lower the right knee. The right knee. I was thinking about how we're crossing the midline with all of these little instructions. I guess I tripped. Nice. All right, so just lengthen here, stay here, allow that knee to fall towards the mat. If you want to reach up with the right arm, wonderful. If you can keep the right foot there while your left arm reaches up over, do that. Good. Lengthen, breathe. Nice. Bring the arms back. Hold the foot as you bend the left knee. Let's hug both knees in towards the chest. Wiggle them out to the sides. Take one more pose with a happy baby. You can rock that baby side to side. Oh, and then from here, just take any shapes, movements, postures that your body still needs. Little free yoga. You get to make it up. Just start thinking about wrapping that up and finding your timing, making your way into your Shavasana, your corpse pose, your final meditation. Lots of different ways this can look. Got a video for possibilities that'll really help you find a position in which you can completely let go. Make sure you're warm enough. Make sure all those limbs can just sink into gravity. And I'll be quiet for a few minutes, allowing you to spend some more of this mindful time with yourself, integrating the practice. These next few breath cycles, just check in with your back body. Feel the contact with the mat. See if you can make it a little heavier. And just send your breath there over the whole back body, from your heels or whatever is in contact with the mat on your feet. Up your legs, your butt, your back, your head, your arms. And whenever you're ready, you can start to introduce some movement. Rolling to your side as you feel ready, and ultimately coming to your seated position. If you're comfortable with having your eyes closed, that's a wonderful way to be in this last final little time of inner connection. Yeah, what does it feel like to be you right now? Do you feel connected to your body, to your feet, to the mat? How's your mood? Anything else that you notice? One more full breath into that whole being. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste. Yay. I'm so happy you came and brought yourself to practice with me today. I feel very grounded and present in my body. I hope that you do too, and I hope that you can take that with you into your day and enjoy all that that gives you. If you liked this, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, I would love to see those. If you are not a subscriber, please consider that. I'd love to have you be a part of the community. Otherwise, I wish you a very, very wonderful day.